My name is Artina. I'm from South Carolina, from Aiken, South Carolina, near Augusta, Georgia, but I've been in Charlotte for about 10 years. I'm a mom of five. I've been an entrepreneur now for 6 years. As a federal law enforcement officer for 8 years prior to entrepreneurship by way of health and fitness. And so I've been a coach with Team Beachbody. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that, Sean T. He's like one of those trainers that a lot of people have heard of. So I partnered with them just for a little while, right? I was like, until I can find another job because I don't want to go back to law enforcement. But then I realized, wait a minute, I am making money. I can go and come as I please. I'm more present with my kids. I'm able to travel. I don't wake up to an alarm, all those things. And like Monica, I just got that bug. I was like, that itch. I was like, I can't go back to like working for somebody else. Like, I got to figure out how to now do this again in another field. And then, how to maximize, like how to make the best of my time. And so I knew I always wanted to get into real estate. And so I was like, okay, I want to do Airbnb, but I'm making money in my fitness business. I had my first six-figure year, but that was paying the bills, like that wasn't like extra. And so I'm like, what can I do? So I said, okay, I want to do Airbnb, but I don't have the money for it. So what else can I do? So I found wholesaling mobile homes. So I started that in February of 2021. Just shy of six figures in that business, just went all in. And I was like, okay, I have the money to do this now. Then I found out I didn't even need to do any of that because I just needed to tap into business credit, which I didn't really know a whole lot about at the time. I actually purchased your how to remove the inquiries from your credit report. So I did that because you were the first person to really explain how your personal credit is still important when you're building business credit. Because so many others would say, you don't need personal credit for business credit. But you do, because when you're applying for those banks, yes, there's ways around it. I don't want to discourage anyone. And I mean, if you need your credit fixed, you can just ask Monica. But um, I was like, wow, I could have did this with business credit, but I fell in love with buying, fixing, and flipping mobile homes, wholesaling mobile homes. But my goal, I set a goal each year. So I said, okay, that was 2021. 2022, I'm going to tap into Airbnb because my fitness business is on automation, mobile home business. I got that down packed. I can fit something else into my schedule. Um, so I had took some other courses and was just still like, but I still don't get it. So I came across Monica. This is when I guess Homegirl was like, I'm about to dominate Instagram because this is when she started coming with the reels and post more. She was like on my page. She used to have this heading on her live that says, you've been tagged or jump on. It made you feel like she was about to talk to you. So I would jump on. I'm like, what is she talking about? So I can see how passionate she was about it. Definitely a lot more relatable, and really broke it down like 101 to the point where it's like Airbnb for dummies. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what you should do. Like, don't skip this before you do this. And then I love how she really highlighted, you're gonna get some no's. Like, it ain't easy. Like, so many people put it out like, oh, this is so easy, pass it out. No, like, you got to put some skin in the game. Um, but the results will come if you're consistent, right? The results can come if you show up. Don't worry about what people are going to think. Limit who you expose yourself to, limit what you expose yourself to, and really just keep your eye, on the prize. So I work within a sense of urgency. I like to set big goals. I'm big on personal development books. Um, a book I read is called The 12-Week Year, Atomic Habits. And it just talked about the beauty and consistency and setting these small goals so it can compound into something bigger. Things we all know, but sometimes you get it on Audible and that light comes off. So in November, I said, okay, by by February, I'm going to have 2 units. So February 26th is my birthday. So I got to calling. Like, I literally just went into your PDF and read everything. I went into was it called Mashfiles or AirDNA? So I went into there, did my research via the zip codes, right? From there, I wrote down like probably 150 apartments. I used the script that you gave us and just started getting on the phone. I called about 75 before I got my first yes, right? I went out and took some tours, but for me, I had a budget. So I got some yeses, but it wasn't in the money. It wasn't where I wanted it to be. So I finally went out and took a tour, explained my business model, explained corporate leasing. I had already had my LLC set up. And fast forward, I have 4 units, just became super host, made 10,500 within the first 30 days. So this is 30 days after getting on Airbnb. Um, and just really been rocking it out from there. I'm about to turn my single family home into an Airbnb, and everything that was in your PDF was just really spot on, like really, really spot on. So I hope that helped.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. First of all, come on now, you guys, listen to that story like that. Who I gotta
And
chill.
Monica, I
That's so
share my
inspiring.
the reason I shared the whole story is because I know there are other moms out here, people who have 2 and 3 jobs, people who have other businesses,
Yeah.
and you feel like you can't do it. And I know you guys are ready for like the meat and potatoes, but if your mindset isn't in the right place, then you're going to get the meat and potatoes and go and do absolutely nothing with it. It's just going to be another webinar, another course for you to have, but your mindset is not where it's at. And I also don't want anybody to think it's going to be easy and then you get discouraged, right? But she's here. The group is there. Like, think of everybody in this group that's probably in the Facebook group as your life jacket. So, once you get in there and you start to have questions, you just ask in the group. It's going to get answered. So now you don't feel like you by yourself or you're doing this alone. There's somebody to help you understand how to create an LLC, how to build business credit, how to call, how to get past the nose, how to scale, how to put stuff on automation. So you kind of have that community.